Look, I love Ahsoka as much as the next Star Wars fan, but Shaak Ti was the original Queen Togruta herself. Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome back to another RebelScum.com video review. Today's review is sponsored by our good friends over at BigBadToyStore.com, who sent us the new Black Series Shaak Ti figure. And this is a figure that I have been very excited about since Hasbro announced it, and a figure that I have been looking forward to add to my Jedi collection for years now. And she was well worth the wait. She looks absolutely fantastic. Another really great sculpt and another really great Jedi Master. As you can see, she has full cloth goods, she comes with her lightsaber, and she is number 8 in the numbered Attack of the Clones portion of the Black Series line. On the side, you get some artwork. On the back, you get some words and things, and more of that artwork. And that's pretty much it for the packaging. And here is Shaak Ti right out of the packaging, and as you can see, she looks absolutely incredible. Like I said, pretty much full cloth goods on this figure. We got a cloth goods outer robe, we got a cloth goods on the, well, dress or skirt part of her Jedi robes. They absolutely nailed her headpiece. It is nice and soft rubbery plastic, so good flexibility on that, especially when you are articulating that head around and trying to get cool different poses with this character in particular. That was one of the really cool things I liked about Shaak Ti, was her headpieces were so large in comparison to Ahsoka, for example, whose are, well, relatively smaller by comparison. And just getting in real nice and close on that face sculpt, you can see all of that awesome makeup, the adornments on her headband that connect to her headpiece there. It looks so good, nice on the striping. You do have full articulation. Head is on a ball joint. Neck is also on a ball joint inside the torso. Fully articulated shoulders. Butterfly joints on those shoulder joints. Single jointed elbows. Wrist joints. You can remove the blade from her lightsaber, and it does have a peg on it. Pretty nice and plain looking saber, and Shaak Ti had a pretty plain looking saber, especially in Attack of the Clones. So what you do is you just take this right here, and then you can plug it onto the peg hole on her belt, and she can wear her lightsaber unignited on her belt, and her scarf right here, or sash, really covers it pretty well. You also have waist articulation, hips, upper thigh, double jointed knees. There is a swivel at the top of the boots here, and she's got these really tall laced up boots, which I was not expecting, by the way. Ankle joints, and that is pretty much it for articulation. Like I said, you can also take off that full cloth goods robe if you'd like. You can also, oh, I guess you cannot take off that scarf. I thought you could. Never mind. You cannot take off this scarf slash sash. It appears to be glued on to the back of her neck, so that part is just kind of attached, but you can take off the robe, and she does look pretty cool with the robe off. I kind of wish you could also take off the sash slash scarf here. Feel like that would just make it a little bit cooler to have the robe off look, just more of a robe off look, because it just, I don't know, it just feels weird if she had this piece still on while trying to engage with whichever enemy she's trying to fight with this piece flapping in the way too. That's just me. I'm just trying to think practically here. And once again, for comparison, Here is Shaak T next to the Clone Wars Ahsoka, or rather the first Clone Wars Ahsoka we got in Black Series 6-inch scale. And here she is next to the new Ahsoka from the Ahsoka series, Ahsoka in her Peridia outfit. And I really love this comparison in particular, where we see basically peak Shaak T, or at least as close to peak Shaak T as we have in Black Series 6-inch scale, next to what is currently our most fully realized live-action Ahsoka in Black Series 6-inch scale. And it is really cool to see the two of them side by side, especially with them both being Togruta and with their designs being so different from each other. And because why not, here she is next to one of her Kamino Phase 2 clone troopers, as she was stationed on Kamino during a good amount of the Clone Wars, as we saw throughout the Clone Wars series. Okay, but Black Series Gaming grades Force Unleashed Shaak T win, Hasbro? Well, in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's review featuring the new Black Series number 8 in the Attack of the Clones packaging, Shaak T. And a big thank you to our friends over at BigBadToyStore.com for sponsoring today's video review featuring the new Black Series Shaak T figure. She is absolutely incredible, and to stay tuned for more cool toy reviews and toy news here on RebelScum.com, make sure you like and subscribe, follow us on social media, and check the main website daily for that awesome Star Wars fan content, news, and more. And you can scan the QR code over here to see all of our different websites and channels. Don't forget, Rebel ScumCon Year 2 is coming up August 8th through the 10th, 2025 at the Frisco Conference Center. Go to RebelScumConventions.com to book your Rebel ScumCon experience today. And you can follow me at Triptychonus on social media for more Star Wars fan content, Roger content, and Transformers fan content. And we'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. And may the Force be with all of you, you Rebel Scum.